huh?
Great, it's fighting time. Can I be on their side?
Looks like there's gonna be a brawl. You playing something good?
Hell yeah! Rolling Stones, street fighting man, G7!
You just hit G8.
Would you like to see what I see? You can see everything. We shook the pillars of heaven. We saw through right to the end. Now the future is yours to live, my friend. Now I won't let it go to waste. 'Cause I can see by the look on your face that you're struggling to find your place in all this space. You can learn of the ancient ways, journey of the student and say, you know you can be the very best. With knowledge now available on VHS. Everything at your fingertips. Touch of a button, demand massive. Give the order and it will be yours. No one will ever have foreseen the force of nature that you will be when you look upon that TV screen. It's CRT. You can learn of the ancient ways, journey of the student and say, you know you can be the very best. With knowledge now available on VHS. You can learn of the ancient ways, journey of the student and say, you know you can be the very best. With wisdom now available, you'll never be the same again. With only 3 easy payments, it can be yours on VHS.
Good evening, Internet. I'm going to be a little bit quieter because we're out in public right now. But Scott is not here. He's currently preparing for a concert tomorrow night. Him and his band are going to be doing a live concert in Portland, and I'm going to probably be there. Nate might join me, and we haven't decided yet. Well, there's a lot of factors that would be. Cheers. Cheers. Oh yeah, forgot the explosion. Welcome, everybody. It is another Friday, so that means it's another weekend with at least one of your 2 favorite assholes. I'm probably the third or fourth favorite. Exactly, that's not too bad. But we are here at a outdoor cigar bar, so we are going to be smoking some fatties. Yeah. There we go. Cheers. All right. Do we want to get this going? Yeah. Thing down here is playing out some audio. Oh, I know why there's an echo. Hold on. I know why there's an echo. We got to take Nate off of here.
Oh, okay.
That's why we have an echo.
I'm counting here to see how much wood woodchuck could chuck.
All right, we fixed that, Chrome. Thanks for letting us know. And I did not know you were going to push the play button on that. Jeez.
We're gonna do the wood chats here.
Oh, yeah, that works. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show.
There we go. I jumped the gun on the intro. We could do it again.
No, we're not doing it again. You already wanted
Oh, you didn't do the wind up.
Scott's going to be mad that you got to do it, not me.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I think I figured out the echo, so we should fix that. Let's see. There we go. No echo. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that info. What were we going to talk about today?
I don't know. We can talk about that abysmal debate yesterday.
The Babylon Bee article about the debate was Trump indicted for murdering an old man live on CNN. That was hilarious. Oh, for those that want to know, I am currently drinking a Red Rhino in honor of Red Pill Rhino, who is currently live streaming right now. He said he was going to take over Thursdays, but now he's doing Fridays. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
I've got a purple haze from Big Minimums.
So it's probably not going to be a whole lot of people watching tonight because of that.
That's two.
So yeah, it was 3.
I saw my face and left.
Oh yeah, they saw Scott was here. We are live on Scott's channel too.
Oh, good. Yeah, that debate, it was pretty bad. Like, now we only have one. The performance from Biden is abysmal.
Yeah.
It just like a lot of people, it opened their eyes to how bad it was.
Well, there was
It is with him.
there's been all of these people. Well, let's see. Well, to be fair, it was a bloody mess. Yeah,
It was for both sides.
yeah. But there were bad debates on both sides.
Yeah. And then if you've seen some of Biden's tweets today, he's like, "Yeah, well, I may debate bad, but at least I'm not." And then he calls Trump names.
Jeez. Well, the other thing about the debate was, shoot, I had a thought but then I lost it.
Sorry.
I'm trying to remember what I was going to say.
Well, there are people that are saying that the Democrats are scrambling.
Oh, they should. 'Cause that was really
I'm sure Gavin Newsom is prepping a cake.
yeah. Well, so I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. Oh no. So no, it was, so a lot of people have been saying, specifically like some of the mainstream media, have been saying Biden is behind closed doors is cognitively there and like runs circles around people and isn't declining in health. But it was on full display last night.
Yeah.
And nobody can deny what we saw there.
We
You
only-
can't believe you're lying.
We only watched a little bit of the post game show from CNN.
Oh,
Most of their analysts
Yeah.
that were there were sweating bullets.
Yeah, they were not. I think it was Van Jones. I hate Van Jones, but he was one of the main guys that was saying this was not good.
No, yeah, and he was saying, at least one of the tweets that I saw from Biden, he was saying, "At least I told the truth." And I'm like, were we watching the same debate?
Well, yeah, he
Because
told the truth. What about when he said the whole lie about the good fine people on both
he
sides?
said that lie. He also said the lie about Trump encouraging people to storm the White House, which didn't happen.
Yeah,
And then there was a couple other times.
I think there was the Roe v. Wade stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
And Biden literally handed Trump a golden platter with all the stuff that he said there.
And then there's that.
Because Trump said the thing about the up until birth abortions.
Yeah.
But then Biden's like, no, don't we follow Roe v. Wade, third trimester. That's birth.
Yeah, well, and he also said that they're post birth as well. Trump said that was like a layup for Trump from Trump and Biden to say no, that's not where we are.
Well, the
But-
thing about the post birth one, and I didn't agree with Trump on that,
no, I didn't either.
because that was said by one, I think it was either a congressman or a senator or somebody,
Some
some
politician.
politician, and it was just a one-off bullshit
Yeah.
thing that nobody it didn't matter.
Everyone in the background was like, no, don't say that.
Well, yeah. The interesting thing that I found, that one thing I found interesting was, why did the Biden camp request that there was no audience?
Yeah, I don't know, but the one thing that got me was at the very end, Trump immediately walked off stage, and then Jill comes in and guides Biden down one step.
Yep, I saw that.
He hesitated like he was walking off of an airplane.
The best part is, after the debate was over, CNN cut their debate down. I think they cut out the commercial breaks, the intro and the outro, and they cut that part out of the replay live
Of
stream.
course they did. All right,
Oh,
well, that's
Bob, welcome.
not important. Howdy, Bob.
Where are we? We are currently at McMiniman's Embry Hall at the White Shed
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse Cigar. It's a cigar, outdoor cigar
Let's
bar.
put cigars in the White Shed anymore, though.
Like, they have a little nook in there that would have been perfect for it.
We also would have been closer to people. We probably would have gotten a lot of like drink orders in the background, though.
Yeah, and people probably would have given us more nasty ones.
Yeah,
So
so
right now we're far enough away from everybody that nobody is a Roadhouse. That nobody's able to sort of hear what we're saying.
fight.
It's just roundhouse kick to the face.
Nobody wants a roundhouse kick to the face while I'm wearing these bad boys.
They actually have a pair of those in WWE 2K24
Oh, really?
American flag sweatpants like that.
That line was one of the best lines in that entire freaking movie.
Well, they have 3 fire pits out here, so I think there's a few of those.
There's one right here.
There's also a few over at the other building because this is just a huge campus. Like, there's a building here that they rent out for like weddings and parties and events and stuff, and they have a distillery right next to that. And then there's a brewery right next to that, and then they have the Embry Hall, which is over there that they moved in here, and then there's the actual Roadhouse over there. So there's like 3 bars here.
Yeah. So besides the debate, what else have you been up to this week?
Oh, jeez. Prepping for the 4th of July. What was it called? Declaration of Domination. Road to the Belt Part 2. We have.
I don't want to talk about it.
What was that?
I don't want to talk.
Oh yeah. He's out of the league. He's not there
I'm
anymore.
not happy about it.
But we've got a good lineup of matches for that. Actually, I sent that. Whatever. I'll just try to remember who they were. So the first 4 matches are Vincent Van Go Fuck Yourself versus, who did I have him against? I don't remember who Vincent was fighting.
Well, we can try pulling it up.
And I'll just pull it up. There it is. It's Vincent Van Go Fuck Yourself versus Crusader Nate, and then Mouth Agape 8 versus McLeod Phoenix, Red Pill Rhino versus Terrence Pop, and then Outlaw versus Techno. And my favorite part about that is that Vincent gets to battle in as many matches as he wins, and then he also has the match as the main event against Billy Von Baum at the end of the event. So he gets to fight in potentially 5 matches that night. He's going to be exhausted at that last one.
Unless his opponents are even more tired than he is. Like,
Yes,
go
Bob.
get them drunk.
Yes, Bob. This is a fun place to be.
Oh, I love it.
Beers are a little expensive, but it's pretty good.
We have the beers that we've spent like $30 almost just 4 beers.
Yeah, just on beers, and then we also had some tots, and then I think we have like $40 worth of cigars.
Yeah. Well, we have, I want to say about $25 worth of cigars and then $7 worth of backwoods.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't really count those as cigars though.
Yeah, well, they are made out of pipe tobacco.
That's true.
Shit.
But you ash on the table.
It was an accident.
An asshole.
What I've been up to this week was Monday we did charity stream for Sentinels of the Storm.
Next time we do that, I'll post the link on a community post for it.
I'm doing a game jam for them. We're raising money for Doctors Without Borders. on Wednesday, so the 3rd, I'm continuing the stream. So it's a 24-hour game jam that I'm stretching out over 2 weeks.
Okay.
And so as I'm working on the game, I have a clock that's ticking down.
Mhm.
And so as I'm working on it, I get to put time in on
And
it.
you'll potentially do off-stream
And at-
stuff and you can count it as well.
Yeah, well, I like today, I put in like 4 hours or
Oh,
3 hours. I'm like,
Nice.
I'm at 19 and a half hours left for development. I'm hoping to get to 12 and stop at 12 before my stream on Wednesday. If you go to the Game Mechanics or youtube.com/Game Mechanics PC, you can watch us on Wednesday. It's at 10 o'clock. It'll be an hour.
10 p.m. or
10 a.m. 10 a.m. So that should be fun.
Uh,
There's a bunch of other people that are streaming.
nice. Chrome. These are called like factory.
They're just called They're not even Regis.
They changed the name.
They're just factory. Here we have it. What was it?
Factory smokes.
Yeah, factory smokes.
So these are just like $4 for a decent cigar. They're not the best, but they're not bad. For the
Yeah.
price, you can't complain.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been doing that, and then I got distracted because the Riven remake, sequel to Mist,
Oh, how was that?
came out, and I bought that. Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Ribbon's a great game.
Oh man, I was able to like the game seemed longer when I was a kid, but that's probably because we were playing at a PlayStation, and it has 5 discs. And each time you get into one of the things that takes you between islands, you have to put in a new disc. And the PlayStation was notorious for its loading times.
Oh yeah,
So that's probably what made it seem longer than it was.
you're not wrong.
So I was playing through that, and I only looked up one or two two like hints in order to complete one puzzle, and I was able to finish it in like 4 hours. So that was fun.
Oh, you saw the wrestling match. I need to get together with you so we can fix that character because on the 6th, you're going up against Soldier Girl at Serious Slam for the Divas belt.
The other thing about Riven is I love that the current technology that we have with Unreal is we can render the graphics with as good of graphical fidelity or better than the original game
Yep.
was in pre-rendered images. The only drawback, as you mentioned earlier, not off the podcast, you mentioned earlier,
Read this comment, girl.
loading times longer. Yes. When the Biden thing started, he had a gravelly voice that I was saying to everybody, I'm like, you could pave a driveway with that gravel.
You're not wrong.
But the only drawback, as you were saying, for the new Riven game was they cut out the live action actors and put in like actual like 3D rendered characters.
Yeah, that was my biggest complaint because I started playing your copy through the family share.
Yeah.
And I noticed that even the graphics with those guys wasn't that great.
Yeah, it's still
But
fun.
they still made the backgrounds look. You're right. Good, just as
Like,
good, if not better,
if
in live render than the pre-rendered
If I
ones.
showed
that they
you a screenshot from the original game and from this release and asked you which one's from the original, you probably wouldn't
have. Yeah.
guess.
So Scotty, it does have a stand in tonight because he's doing practice because he has a concert for his band tomorrow.
I'm not Scott today.
Not Scott. He's usually not Ike, but he's also not allowed in the wrestling league anymore. He lost the match. He's the one that brought it up.
That's because I was mad. When Von Baum beat me, like that was my downward spiral in the league. I should have won that match.
Well, Chaos for You is starting his own league. We're competing league.
Is he really?
Yeah. And we're gonna do.
Has he talked to you about it?
I'm the one that brought it up to him.
That's fun.
We're in talks to have
It's like NWO.
yeah, opposite shows.
Yeah.
Opposite
And then you
weeks.
can share.
And then we'll do
wrestlers and stuff.
SWF versus the Bringers of Chaos or whatever he's gonna call it.
That's funny. I like that idea.
Yeah, it was Outlaw that brought that up. Chaos. I'm like, Chaos, do you want to do that? He's like, yeah.
That's fun.
And we can share wrestlers by uploading them to the online thing.
Yeah.
Just put a proper hashtag on it. You can find them
Yeah.
and download the exact character.
That's funny. And another thing that I did was I watched a movie today called Dream Scenario with Nicolas Cage, where he plays a rather schlubby guy that's kind of a normal, like, just father of two.
Mhm.
And he's balding, he's got beard and glasses. He's a college professor, but he starts appearing in other people's dreams. and it was just really weird. But the funny part was the dreams start turning into nightmares, and so he starts contributing to nightmares, and he gets air quotes canceled. And they're like, oh yeah, he has a publicist, and they're like, oh yeah, we can get you on the alt right podcast circuit. We can get you on Joe Rogan, and you can talk to Joe Rogan about being canceled. Jeez. It was Michael Cera that was saying that too. It's funny. It's a good movie. Definitely check it out. It's bizarre. It's an A24 film, so it's got to be like weird.
What's A24?
A24.
I know I've seen them
does,
before, but
but I've definitely seen
I know
it.
it's
They do a lot of like cerebral kind of movies. Trying to think, like I think Hereditary was one of theirs.
that one was okay.
Yeah, people are saying that that's one of the scariest movies. I've never seen it, so whatever. But
I think I
they
watched a little bit of it.
they did Everything Everywhere All at Once
I have
as well.
not seen that one.
Yeah,
But
that one won some awards. It had
Yeah, I was gonna say.
around in it.
I was gonna say that
He-
one
he
won,
directed it.
that one won a bunch of awards at like the Oscars. And it was weird because it was a foreign film, essentially. I think it was
Yeah.
Korean.
Yeah, I need to watch that one. That sounded interesting.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think we've covered everything that I was.
That was fast. We're at 21 minutes. But yeah, that debate though, holy crap.
Yeah, we were
It was-
watching it with a bunch of people.
That was really funny. We had a bunch of people over at the TV at the pool at our old apartment complex. Some of our friends that still live there. And the moment that Biden was talking about he killed what is it? He killed what's the Medicaid.
Oh, yeah.
Like I killed Medicaid. And then his time ends and then Trump comes in and he's like, yeah, he killed it. No, I beat Medicaid. He said I beat Medicaid. And then Trump comes in and says, yeah, he beat it to death.
Well,
Like that. And everybody just like stood up and was like, oh.
it was interesting because he was like mumbling before that. Like he was stuttering quite a bit before that.
My
Getting
favorite-
into that.
My favorite one was when he said something like towards the end of his time, he started mumbling a little bit. And then Trump comes on, he's like, I don't know what he said at the end of that. I don't think he knew what he said at the end of that. That's what everybody's thinking.
Do you think he had a earpiece?
I don't know. I don't think he did. But apparently the week before this, he was doing practice debates at Camp David for an entire week. And if that's him with a week's worth of practice, holy
In
crap.
prep? It's so weird. Like just everything about this election cycle, and even like the 2016 or 2020 election cycle, has just been a shit show.
Yeah, it's been horrible. Like everything has just been kind of weird.
Oh, and we could talk about Snopes.
Oh, hold on.
The Snopes.
You're not wrong. Hold on. And Chrome also said something. Well, of course he beat Medicaid. Oh, that's what we have Vatican here. Vatican. Yeah, and our country is effed up. You hate politics. Yeah, me too. But sometimes it's inevitable.
It's a lot of fun to talk about it sometimes, but only if you're talking about it with the right people.
Well,
And I'm not even saying people that agree with me. I'm saying people that are more amicable to having a discussion.
well, yeah. If you're one of those people that thinks because you use somebody specific voted for somebody that you hate, and that automatically makes them evil,
Yeah.
it makes them a bad guy, makes them somebody that you're allowed to hunt, then you've lost the argument.
Well, that just means that your side of the argument doesn't have anything good, so you have to resort to alternative means to get your point across.
That's true. That's true.
Like you got to shame somebody or threaten them with violence in order to get them to come to your side, which that usually doesn't work. It usually just causes people to self-censor, and then they'll go and find their own echo chamber.
It's kind of like the whole bunch of Nazi bullshit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
Who
talking
gets to say who a Nazi is? Because you were talking about one of your own coworkers about that. the other day.
Yes.
Sunflower, I'm going to disagree with you on that. We never had a democracy. We were a constitutional. We've always been a constitutional republic. Democracy in this country just doesn't really exist.
A lot of people, when they say democracy, that's what they mean. But
Hey,
the problem is,
welcome, sir.
it's never been one person, one vote.
Nate is making a great point. Well, yeah, I was having a conversation with somebody about that. It was like, I think I was talking to somebody last night at the Old Town about it, and they're like they were saying something about how our presidential elections are rigged. I'm like, well, we don't actually have, and we were talking about the electoral college, and he was saying the electoral college is bad or whatever. I'm like, well, we don't have national elections. We never have. If they're all localized elections, and that's what the electoral college is to allow smaller communities have just as much say as the bigger ones.
Yes.
Because if we got rid of the electoral college and we went one person, one vote for everything, for all the national stage stuff, the only places that would get the actual vote and actually control things are New York and Los Angeles or California.
The other thing that comes up about with this is these people that want to get rid of the electoral college are always the people that are harping on about representing minorities. And if you get rid of the electoral college, it's majority rule at that point.
Is this Ick with the twins? with this Ick with his twins? Probably meant like, hey cowboy, welcome. Hey Wendy. Hello terrible twins and chat. Thanks for that.
Yes, we are terrible.
Yeah, we are the terrible twins.
Yeah.
The gruesome twosome.
No, what I was saying was Snopes just recently came out with a fact check for the fine people on both sides.
Oh yeah, that was just like this last week, and then Biden repeated himself,
Repeated that lie,
at the debate.
and he said he was the one that was telling the truth.
You know, well, it was one time where Trump was saying, I did this, I did that, I was doing that, and then like 5 minutes later, Biden was saying he did the exact same thing. I'm like, oh, what?
Who did it? And then but the thing about that was the tweet. So Snopes tweeted it out saying, like, with an article saying that this is fact check false or whatever. And then there's a lot of people that were responding to that saying, I thought you were trustworthy. Now I'm not going to trust you anymore. And I'm always sitting there going, like, this is the one time that they get something right in the last like 10 years, and now you're deciding that
Well, it's because it's going the opposite direction that they don't want.
it's going against their
Confirmation bias.
yeah, exactly.
But the other one was like live during the debate. Biden said that the border patrol was for him and has been for him since like the last election. And live during the debate, the border patrol union tweeted out that we have never backed up.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this on the way here. What I think it was Biden was trying to say that they supported one of the bills that he put through, and they essentially said, yeah, reluctantly, they essentially said something to the effect of, well, this is better than nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a border bill.
So, it's so dumb. The other thing that we were going to talk about was the tractor supply.
Oh yeah, we had an article for that, but we don't really need the article. It's really self-explanatory.
Yeah.
So essentially, I think it was either today or yesterday, the tractor supply company tweeted out that they are getting rid of DEI and like a lot of their
Carbon emission.
green energy policies.
They were pulling off from sponsoring any pride events.
Yeah, and the main reason they did that is because they got a lot of pushback from like a lot of their conservative followers on Twitter. Because I'm gonna just put out a random number here. I'm gonna guess that at least 80% of their consumer base is conservative or at least conservative adjacent.
Yeah.
And you gotta literally pander to the people that have the money that give you money.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's like, I don't necessarily care about them leaving the carbon emissions stuff out. Like, that's whatever. But I can see how some people would find that controversial a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
But it reminds me of a couple different episodes of King of the Hill, actually. And whenever I'm on, we're going to talk about video games, movies, and television. I will tell you that right now.
And mostly King of the Hill.
Or The Simpsons.
Yeah.
No, so there's an episode of King of the Hill where the Asian Country Club, Nine Rivers, I think is what it's called, needs to bring in at least one non-Asian member. And so they bring Hank in.
Oh, they get
That's
like a
the night.
special deal, like $1 for the
Yeah,
year.
yeah. And they said it was
It was so they had to bring them in so that they could do
they could get the PGA to
a
tournament. And so they're towards the end of the episode, Hank is like, because it's Wasana-san is like blowing smoke up his ass the entire episode, and then Hank is trying to figure out if he's actually a friend of his or if he's just doing it because he's fighting. He goes, we've been friends. He goes, okay, what accessories do I sell? And he goes, tractor. And then
That's a good one.
one of the other characters, I think it was Dale, says, "Well, to be fair, you did used to sell tractor parts." He goes, "Well, he didn't know that." And then there's another episode
The
where
one where Dale is selling the carbon. The carbon
yes, that's
tax.
exactly what I said. Is where Buck Strickland is putting together a Earth First
Concert.
benefit concert, and Dale lies about planting trees for carbon
So
offsets.
he goes to somebody's farm and
Yeah, they-
buys the carbon rights for the trees that are already planted instead of planting.
Yeah, well, this guy he lives in a shack in the woods.
Yeah.
And they just pay him for the carbon offset rights to his forests. And then Hank goes out on stage before the concert and tries to explain to the audience that it's all a lie. But all they hear is him saying, "Yeah, this forest has existed for hundreds of years," and they start cheering for everything he says.
Like
They don't get it, so he just is like, "Whatever it means."
And then what's John Redcorn's band comes
Oh,
on?
Big Mountain Fudge Cake.
Yeah.
We wore those Big Mountain Fudge Cake shirts with pride. That was another episode where Dale was the manager of the group of the band,
That's a good one.
and he goes, "Yeah, we've persevered when I misprinted those T-shirts, and we wore those fudge cake shirts with pride."
So that's also another good one with John Redcorn that does the Indian gaming.
It's the same episode, or that's the same episode where he says that fudge cake.
Yeah, and then the gaming commission comes in and shuts them down.
Well, he takes a loan out from a gaming,
No, he takes a loan out from the Native American tribe.
yeah, from a gaming centered thing, and then it turns out that they don't have gaming rights in Texas, so they have to shut him down.
And they kind of lied to him and voted him into
Yeah,
it.
they did, and he turned it into a like kid casino where
Yeah.
you were getting stuffed animals instead of money.
Yeah, and Buck's there. The animal like punched it or something.
Yeah,
Jeez, it's a good episode.
it's a good show. Up until I want to say season 12 is about when it starts to fall off.
I think it's the 12th season is the last one.
So 13 is the last.
Yeah, because 13 is the only one where they have it in widescreen and HD.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it's not even until like 3 or 4 episodes into that season that it happened. Really, that changed.
Hey, somebody. I
Um,
don't know if there's 2 of them. Welcome.
the thing about it is the 13th season. It has the last episode in it, which is like 5 episodes from the actual end of the series, because that was the last episode that aired on Fox during its original run. And then they had 5 episodes that were then put into syndication after that one.
Oh, really? So they were technically brand new episodes, so had never seen.
And they were first originally aired on Comedy Central, because Comedy Central was replaying King of the Hill episodes at night, or it was Cartoon Network. I don't remember which one it was.
Probably Cartoon Network.
But they then had new episodes that had never been aired, and they said brand new King of the Hill. Even though it was a syndication rerun, basically.
That's neat. I did not know that.
Well, it's those episodes aren't great, because one of the episodes, Hank's mom Tilly, we find out that she cheated on her then boyfriend and got married to some other guy.
Oh yeah. Oh no, the wedding's like next week when Hank finds out.
No, they had already been married,
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
and they bought an RV, and yeah, it
They
was.
go to the Tulip Festival or something.
They were going to a tulip or a chili festival or
I
something.
think it was a Tulip Festival. But it gets caught in a flash flood or something, or almost.
No, oh no. Yeah, it starts raining, and Hank and she drives off on her own, and then Hank and the other guy
The
are
best.
gonna go save her.
The best line of that episode is they're like, does your rig have 4-wheel drive? It's got 4 wheels.
Tilly's so dumb. And there's another good episode with her where it has Betty White in it too, and they end up going
Well,
to
that's the miniature.
Port Aransas,
Yeah.
and it's like during spring break.
They ask you to show them your high beams.
I've been driving longer than you. We can talk about King of the Hill for the rest of this. I don't care.
This is dumb.
How much time we got left? We can do this for another 10 minutes.
We got like 10 more minutes before we're gonna cut it off.
Now they're doing a new series, and I'm hoping it's going to be good. But I was just thinking if they continued making episodes, So the Cleveland shows the reason they didn't renew. So it was another Seth MacFarlane project. Is the reason that they didn't renew King of the Hill. But if they had continued it, and I would hope that they would have for the Trump presidency. I was hoping that they would redo an episode like the one with George Bush.
That's a good one.
Where Hank finds out that Trump likes his steaks well done. And he's like, I cannot with good conscience vote for a man like that.
It's the one line that it was like, what happens if they want? What happens if they want their steaks well done? We ask them firmly but politely to leave.
Yeah.
I love that episode. It's a regular or whatever he does.
That's the episode where your sounder comes from, where he goes, that makes a lot of sense, a lot of nonsense.
I love that one.
Who is it that uses that one? Lars Larson uses that.
Yeah, he uses that on his show. It's the Northwest Nonsense segment.
Trump mentioned Portland last night.
And Seattle.
Yeah, he said Portland's at the bottom of the barrel or something like that.
This is not wrong.
Yeah.
100%. We need to do a podcast more often.
Yeah. I wish we could do it somewhere where we had actual access to a computer so we could plan it out a little better.
We can do it at the
yeah. Why don't we just do that?
That's where Scott might do it.
We just do that. I think that'd be a good choice.
Got that Zoom recorder, and it's essentially a digital soundboard. I can do up to 4 people. With these mics, I can do 5.
There we go.
I know the math doesn't work out, but that
We could just do a cigar round table.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I've always wanted to do a show with multiple cameras too, so we wide shot, close ups.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, still got 9 minutes to fill.
8
minutes to fill.
8 minutes. We can end it here if you want.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, it's going to be a short one, guys. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If we say anything that's factually incorrect, please make sure to let us know. Again, I'm going to repeat, opinions do not count as facts. We like to be as factually accurate as possible. You can leave a comment down below. You can get to us on Gmail, seriouslycast@gmail.com, on X, formerly Twitter, @seriouslycast. What does he
I
say?
ain't got a dare you ready. He gets that from his mother. Mine's so damn light I could pass the child to myself if I had to.
That's a good quote.
That's a good. I love Cotton. Cotton's a good character.
Nate, do you want to say Scott's line?
Remember to twirl your tweets. Also, check out Game Mechanics podcast on YouTube.
That's at Game Mechanics PC on YouTube.
If you go to GameMechanics.net, it'll redirect you there. Check it out. Wednesday morning at 9 Pacific Daylight Time.
The Constitutional Republic, stop with the democracy BS. That's true. Not wrong. And I hate people say our democracy's under attack. We've never had a democracy.
Yep. It's true. So if we never had it, you can't be under attack.
Okay. Next Thursday on the 4th of July, we're going to be doing the SWF.
Don't tune in for that.
Oh yeah. So that's about it. We'll see you guys. I'll see you Wednesday. Bob and I are gonna be doing something special. We're gonna be doing fireworks simulator. Probably using some Jeffrey Paul songs for that because it'll be hilarious.
Is that a real thing? Fireworks?
Yeah, I have it on my Steam.
We're doing that.
But that's about it. Thanks everybody. Which one is Ike? I'm Ike.
I'm Ike.
I'm Ike. That's not Ike. I'm Ike.
I'm not Scott today, too.
Thanks everybody for stopping by. Have a good one.